Today, we will continue learning about composition. We are going to learn about composing frames within the camera itself. In the last two videos, we have seen the different rules of composition and when to break them. In this video, we will learn about using the autofocus points to compose frames within the camera. Let us listen now to Mr. Saravanan Janakarajan, a wildlife photographer who is going to teach us about composing frames within the camera through examples of his work.
In this session, we will be talking about composition within the camera. It is always easy to take a picture and then crop it as per the rules. But as a photographer, it is very important that you start using the camera itself to compose your picture, because that is what a good photographer is all about. So how do you compose a picture in camera? Now DSLRs of today help you achieve the composition within camera. This is done using what we call as the autofocus points. The autofocus points in today's DSLRs help you compose pictures in camera itself, so that your post-processing is very minimal. And autofocus can be achieved through half press of shutter button or back button focusing. Back button focusing is particularly important when you are doing wildlife and action photography. Now, what is AF points, autofocus points? Autofocus points are various points in your sensor which help your camera capture pictures by automatically focusing on the subjects which appear on those points. Now, there are cameras which have 51 autofocus points. There are cameras which have limited autofocus points, but usually a good DSLR will have a minimum of at least 51 autofocus points. The autofocus points can be vertical autofocus points, they can be horizontal autofocus points, and as you go for a higher end camera, then you will have something called as the multi-dimensional autofocus points or cross autofocus points, which can autofocus either in horizontal or vertical, both manners. Now, usually in all cameras, you will have the center point called as the center autofocus point, which is the most powerful of all the autofocus points. There are two methods by which you can compose a picture in camera. One is to move the autofocus point, and the other is to focus and move the camera, or what is called as a focus and recompose. Now let's look at moving the autofocus points first. Let us assume that there are 51 autofocus points which we have, and this fills the whole frame of the picture. If there is a subject which is on the left of the picture, then you can just shift your autofocus point using the joystick in your camera. It is in the back side where you can just move the autofocus point, and you can take it up to the subject's focus, where you want to focus the eye or the head or whichever part, and then you can just half press your shutter, or you can use the back button to lock the focus there. This will help you compose within the camera the whole frame. Now you have not moved the camera, you have just moved the autofocus point within the camera. Now this is possible when you are doing landscape photography or places where the subject is still. For example, somebody is posing for you. Because if the subject is also moving, then to move autofocus point to reach the subject will take time, and the subject would have moved out of the frame. So it is used usually in landscape photography or places where the subject is still. And the advantage here is that it represents the frame as visualized, because the final output will match the composition as desired. The other method is the focus and recompose. This is a very simple method but can be used in all situations. The only downside is that the frame as visualized and the final output can have a little mismatch because there's a movement of camera, but that is, with experience, you can make it as minimal as possible and it can be corrected in post-processing. The main advantage is that moving subjects and action sequences can be easily composed with ease in this method. So let's look at center, autofocus point, focus and recompose technique. It's a very simple technique. We have the center point, and all we have to do is that first move the camera in such a way that the center point moves towards where you want to focus on the subject. Then you lock focus on the subject using either doing a half shutter press or by using a back button, AF lock, and you lock the focus. Then you pan the camera to the right or left depending on how to recompose the whole picture. So what you have done is basically you have moved your center point, your camera in such a way that the center point is now on the subject. You have locked the focus on the subject, and if you are using shutter button, then you will keep the shutter button half pressed and move the camera and recompose in such a way that you will get your desired frame. And then you click, you will get the picture. In case the back button is used, then the focus lock is achieved and the camera is moved to recompose. In case the shutter button is used to focus, then it is to be kept half pressed throughout the sequence, because if you move your finger from the shutter, you remove the finger from the shutter, then the focus will be lost and then you will have to again do the whole sequence.
In this video, we have learnt how to use the autofocus points to frame within the camera. I hope that you will use all these techniques and guidelines as you go out to shoot and take your pictures.